welcome to Come Goodness. This is going to be talking about the ratings for SmackDown. Now, before Saturday night's main event on Friday, we had a show. We saw Drew McIntyre do the contract signing and lay out a Cody Rhodes who was very angry and frustrated. But we just got the ratings for SmackDown. And they weren't good. They've been having, 1.1, 1.5, 1.4, 1.6, I believe, in their ratings. I don't remember the current the numbers for the last few months, but it's been easily over 1. We got 933,000. It was a massive drop. And you know why? Here's the thing. SmackDown sucks. SmackDown sucks. It's the main reason why I stopped doing SmackDown reviews. I would do no different if it was NXT or AEW or TNA for that matter. I would do it after the shows were done. Because I have something I do when the show's on. So I always see replay and then I would watch it and then I do the review of it. But like with Raw, SmackDown has not been fun. Yes, they have moments on it. But as it stands, a lot of the show has sucked. And it's now showing 933,000 people watch SmackDown. And it's not because of some show that was going on. It's just that the interest dropped dramatically. That's my point of view. This is my opinion. I know not everyone's going to agree with it. It's just that the product has not been good. And yes, we did get supposedly the end of Drew dealing with Cody, which I don't believe it will be because they have nothing for Drew to do. And they should. They should have something for Drew to do, but they don't. I'm like, what are you going to do with Drew McIntyre now? He lost again. Yes, you can say controversy that Cody Rhodes used the title during Saturday night's main event that Drew himself included into the damn match. After the ref was nailed, he got DDT'd on it. And if he had not been DDT'd, he would have used the damn thing. But now, what do you do with Drew McIntyre? What do you do with Cody Rhodes? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again? Who is next for Cody Rhodes? The landscape of SmackDown is so bad right now. And the kicker here is, overall, for the entire company, what do you really have? That's the most exciting thing. The most exciting. John Cena's tournament. John Cena's tournament that will culminate at the end of this year, in December 13th, in his last match. What have I been saying for more than a year? WWE, in its own, before it was bought up by Silver Lake, when it was only TKO owned, had a major issue. All they had was the Bloodline with Roman Reigns and Judgment Day. That was it. Yeah, you had other people that was on the card, but they were here. Not here, not here, here. And the Bloodline storyline, and you literally had Judgment Day when it came to Rhea Ripley trying to get revenge. When it came to Damian Priest trying to get revenge. That was it. And that was the major issue. They didn't want to do anything other than this because it gave the best market sales. Everyone was here. The only people individually that had any major traction was Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, of course, Jey Uso, because he's been selling merch like crazy, and I know 100% JD is sick of him. He is sick of him, and I don't blame him. Look, I knew Jey Uso was going to get somewhere back in 2020 when they made a main event, because he really tried his best to make it work. When his brother was injured, I believe with an ACL injury, and he was out for a long time, he started working with Roman. He was the first person after the pandemic to really get huge amounts of traction in WWE. Let's make it very clear. He did. But now you look at the landscape of WWE. Who are the most important people there? Who? Roman is still here. But who else? Cody? Cody's here. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes is here. Roman is here. Jey Uso is here. Damian Priest, he's here. Drew McIntyre, he's here. But now what he's going to be doing? He's got to be here. They have nothing for SmackDown. And legitimately, they don't really have much for Raw. What are they going to do after John Cena retires? Because the only thing that's the most focused thing they got is the damn tournament for John Cena's last opponent. And I don't know who's going to be. I'm not going to try and make any bets or who it is, because I'm not sure how they're going to go with this. Will they actually start sparking storylines off of the tournament? Because this is what it comes down to, guys. You have one moment right now, one, to pick the right person for John Cena's last match. Whether he wins or loses, it makes no difference. If he wins, that's got to be someone special that's going to be given that moment to job for him. If he loses, that person is going to get a huge rub from him. But while that happens, the other 16 competitors, counting on how long they've been in the company or in the business for that matter, they need more. So if this tournament doesn't spark off some levels of storyline, at least 2 or 3 of them, what are they going to do when January rolls around? They need something, because remember, we got the beginning to the middle of November, and then maybe the beginning of December to halfway in, and then they're not going to produce anything. Look what they've done for the last couple of years. They let everyone go home to celebrate Christmas and New Year's. So we get weeks upon weeks of no content other than repeats and old stuff, unless they're going to choose to forego that this time around and give us actual fresh content, which I don't believe they will. They need something, because that drop was a full systemic issue that WWE has right now. They don't have anything or anyone other than Roman Reigns here. Cody is here. Damian is here. Yes, Sami is here. You got Drew here, who should be now here, but if he stays here, he'll feel like here. This is what we got. But this is just me. And I hope you enjoyed this goodness. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.